I worked for, when I got it, I went to the School of Visual Arts in New York for college.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what inspired you
to get my degree, and then I was always into very realistic artwork growing up, and never would have imagined I would have been doing this kind of work. And then I went on to work at the American Museum of Natural History in New York as a scientific illustrator, doing scientific drawings of fossils and dinosaurs and that kind of stuff. Completely different. They really wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me draw like this. No. I said I kind of went from dinosaurs to doodles. But I was always attracted to how very young children draw.
Did you ever meet people who tell you that this is not real art? It's not serious. It's it's fun. It's childlike.
Yeah, I get that, but I think that's a good thing also, because I think even with children, like they come into like, they're like, oh, I can do that, and you can. And I think it's more approachable. And I said I kind of probably would have had the same thoughts if I saw, if you showed me when I was like in high school or going to college, when I was only into realistic stuff. I probably wouldn't know how to react to it either. I had to find my way to this. I just got to a point, I used to always like realistic stuff since I was little, and strive to do things as realistically as I possibly could. I remember my mom had an old Bible in my house that had very intricate etchings in it, like Samson pushing the columns away, and I used to try to pick out the hardest one I could find and copy it myself.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I saw it. I was always just into realistic stuff. I wasn't really into pop art or anything. And then I just got to a point where I was just like, okay, so what? You can copy what you see. And I was actually inspired by people like Monet and stuff that could do stuff and evoke, you know, an emotion from you just from a line or something. And then I said, and then with my love of how children drew, and that's kind of where this kind of took me. And I paint on the sides of the canvases too, so sometimes when they get damaged, it's hard to fix it because every color is mixed and dries several shades different, so even if you could match it when it's wet, it'll be completely different when it's dry.
How long does it take, like, let's say this one, and then I can ask you the bigger pieces, like how long does it take you to...
Well, I usually work, I'll work on maybe 10 or more paintings at a time, because each painting, like I said, they were deceptively simple. Like each color has many, many coats, thin coats to get a smooth background. So, and depending on the color, some are more transparent than others. It could be up to 10 to 15 coats, and they have to dry in between. So I'll do a background, first coat, go to the next one, so I could keep working. And I like to keep things positive. I like to, the whole thing, my work is to, you know, make people smile and stuff, which is the one compliment I get the most from people, is that it makes them smile. And I'm like, if I could do that for a living, that's great. Yeah, so there's enough negative stuff in the world, and I just can't understand how people put all their time and energy into creating or destroying, you know, creating negativity or destroying, when you can just put that same time into doing something good. So I'll sit on that side of the fence.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.
And cheers again.
Cheers again. Yes.